Hey guys, it's PK here. Kicklee. My opponent is leading a Venusaur of all things against my T-Tar. I don't know what to expect here. I know Venusaur is a grass poke and my T-Tar is a rock poke, so I immediately switch out to my Celebi. He switches right away to his Swampert, so both switching out. I go for Leech Seed. He brings his Venusaur in, which is pretty dangerous. I could have gone for Psychic there. And next turn I do, but he shows me Light Screen. I go for Psychic again, trying to take it out, but it brings Gyarados in instead, and it takes a measly 19% from Light Screen. Goes for Dragon Dance as I bring my Regice in. He goes for HP Fly +1. I go for Thunderbolt. We both do pretty much the same amount of damage, but because he's faster, he'll take me out next turn. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to deal with this +1 Gyarados with Light Screen. I go to my Magneton, resist the HP Fly, Light Screen wears off, and hopefully he takes the bait, goes for Earthquake. As I go to my Gyarados, he does. I get the Intimidate off for free, so it's 0+1 right now. I'm going to go for HP Fly here, try to take out the Gyarados. I hit a Coon instead. Hidden Power Fly does more damage than it normally would if it was a more defensive variant. So, I mean, it's definitely probably an offensive variant Coon, so I bring my Celebi in. I take a ton from +1 Ice Beam, but I get Leech Seed, which is what I wanted. Now it'll have to switch out eventually, and that's what I want. But right now I gotta figure out what I want to switch to. It used Ice Beam, and it might do that again, so I'm gonna go with my Regice. But he out-predicts me there. He goes for Surf, so good for him. I do live it though, but nothing I really have wants to switch into this Coon, so it looks like Regice is going to have to fodder itself off if I'm going to win this game. Surf does just that, and now I'm going to have to decide how I want to answer. I really have nothing to take on this offensive Coon with now. Gyarados has to worry about HP Electric, but really nothing on my team really wants to deal with this Coon, so I gotta hope it doesn't have HP Electric. And there's a alarm going off. That's someone on my phone, don't worry about that. There's no fire hazard or anything like that. I'm perfectly okay. So we're gonna turn that off for now. I'll call him back later. But anyway, it shows me an unusual Coon. It's a standard moveset, but the EVs on it are not defensive at all, so it's an offensive Coon with Rest. So I'm really weirded out. I get Dragon Dance off as he brings his Purd in. But yeah, he roars me out before I can do anything more with it. I bring my Celebi in, or get my Celebi roared out, that is. He brings Fortress in, I get Recover off as he does so. And most Fortress run HP Bug nowadays for some reason. Probably against Celebi, gets a layer of Spikes up, but Magneton takes him out next turn, so it's a 5-5 game, or even. Brings Venusaur in, so he's not worried about dying from HP Fire. He's faster, so he gets Light Screen off. So yeah. He's at 11%. I'm going to try to take him out here if he decides to stay in. But you know what? He's not going to, so I just sub up. I land Toxic against the Bliss, but he has Aromatherapy, so it's a Cleric Bliss, which isn't seen as often thanks to Calm Mind Bliss being so prevalent. I breaks my sub with Seismic Toss. I go for Toxic again, but it misses. Light Screen wears off, though. I get my T-Tar in against the Venusaur, though, but as I try to get it against the Blissey. And yeah, I get a substitute off as he goes for HP Grass, so I'm really invested in the sub. I'm going to go for Focus Punch. I take out the Venusaur, and now he brings out Coon, which is now awake thanks to Bliss using Aromatherapy. I'm going to get one Focus Punch in. It does a good chunk, 55%. But if I want my T-Tar to live, I'm going to have to switch here. Probably the best switch right now is my Gyarados, because I think it would have used HP Electric earlier if it had it. Goes for Ice Beam, that just confirms it for me, it doesn't have it. And HP Fly takes it out plus Sandstream. So it's a 5-3 game right now. My lead. Gyarados comes in, gets an Intimidate off. I'm going to stay in here, go for HP Fly. Gyarados uses Rest, another unusual moveset. But Blissey's pretty much supporting it, so I guess it works. I go for Dragon Dance as Bliss comes in. I'm going to switch out because the Bliss might have Thunderbolt as opposed to like Ice Beam or something like that, which is normally there. But no, it's Thunder Wave, which Gyarados wouldn't have liked either, so it worked out. Celebi takes it, it's a natural cure poke, so it's no big deal. And yeah, Magneton comes in as Aromatherapy goes off. I go for Toxic, and this will force him to either switch out, go to Aromatherapy, and that's not, either way, it's not a huge deal. Seismic Toss does a good chunk, 33%. I know this isn't a winning battle, but I don't want him to bring the Gyarados in right away. So I mean, yeah, he switches out, goes to his Pert. I bring my Heatar in. I'm gonna go for HP Grass, but he's faster for whatever reason. So the Swampert's got some weird EVs I'm not familiar with. So T-Tar does not get to go for HP Grass as I was intended. Celebi comes in, and now I'm going to try to set up, go for Leech Seed, because I know the Bliss is going to come in, so I'm going to get some nice HP back. And now it's time to go for Calm Mind. He goes for Soft Boil. I'm +1/+1. This isn't a Calm Mind Bliss, so I don't really have to worry about it a whole lot. I'm going to go for Psychic in case he decides to switch. I don't want him to switch for free. Gets Thunder Wave off on me. Then he switches. I do land Psychic against the Pert, and the Pert's slower for whatever reason. I'm really not sure why, since he was faster than my T-Tar. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. So yeah, I land Psychic against the Gyarados as he goes for Dragon Dance. I'm not going to switch to my Gyarados in case he goes for Dragon Dance again. He does. I go for Psychic, take it out, and all that's left is the Bliss. He knows that's a losing battle, and then bam, I win 4-0. Man, that's an interesting team. I mean, I think I would fix it a bit. I think it relies super heavily on Blissey being around, and I mean, that just allows me to freely switch into Bliss and then get some momentum back on my side. So I think, you know, I dig the creativity, but I don't, you know, it's up in the air. Let me know what you think about it, because I don't know, I think this Blissey coming in all the time to wake up everybody just allows me a free switch and to bring something in like T-Tar and set up on it. Then again, I guess that's what Thunder Wave is for on the Blissey. So I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on his team. I really like the creativity though, so if you're watching this, Kicklee, I commend you for your creativity. So until next time, this is PhilosopherKing signing out.